Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, that was.
I forgot we were talking. All right, yeah, I watched it. But I forgot we were talking about it.
I saw a lot of early reviews that it was just like meh, and I really liked that first episode.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was
liked
really
it.
good. I think the CGI isn't great. But everything else, I like the way the story built. I like the whole like it's a dual personality Tyler Durden theory thing. Like,
And go ahead.
I was gonna say I just really like the fact that it's like he's swearing, he's saying things like there's some blood. It's kind of like I'm like cool, like you're making an actual thing. Like,
now
you give a shit
when
about
he
like doing it in the way it should be done.
Yes.
when he like I guess we should start with non-spoilery and then we'll spoil. Well, I guess everyone's well.
There's
it's
no-
the first
there's
episode.
no spoilers.
It's one
Like, there's
episode,
nothing to
yeah.
spoil.
Okay. When he blacks out, right? Originally, like obviously that's meant to throw you off and like show like not exactly give away that he has a split personality.
Yeah.
My whole thing is like when he blacks out, is he turning into Moon Knight and ripping these people apart?
Correct.
Or is he still
Oscar Isaac.
Stephen Grant?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he's got another. Is Moon Knight has another personality, right? Moon Knight is still like a secret identity to his alternate personality, which is the American voice of Oscar Isaac,
The
right?
Mark.
No, I'm
Mark,
pretty sure
yeah.
Mark is just Moon Knight.
I think Mark.
Yeah.
I think Mark
Well,
is Moon Knight.
So
Yeah.
Mark is his other personality,
Yeah.
and who is
Moon Knight.
a
Moon
superhero.
So yeah, like
Okay.
when you're talking about like when they're in the car, for example, when he's driving the cupcake truck, like when he blacks out and then wakes up with a gun in his hand, it's like did
And
he
they're-
become enshrouded in?
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
mask?
asking.
Yeah,
You know?
I would say he probably becomes Mark in those moments.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
at the
saying.
end, though, he
Wait,
turns
wait.
into Moon Knight.
Oh,
Only
Yeah.
because at that point Mark is like, give me the full control.
Oh,
As
that
opposed
makes
to him
sense.
Okay.
taking it and like fighting over. So probably in those moments he doesn't turn.
So
into
then,
Moon Knight.
who is the voice on top of Mark?
That I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure that is the whatever Egyptian god
Yes.
Moon Knight is.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's gonna be
the guy with the cane
big,
and the rat and the
like,
raps.
Ra or
Yeah,
something, yeah.
some shit like that.
He was reading something in the books. It's like the guy in between,
it's
like
like the
human
Death
and God,
God or
is it
whatever,
Death
yeah.
God? Is that what it is?
Speaking of Death
Nutbuster.
gods,
Thank you.
Speaking of-
Produced by Nutbuster.
speaking of Death gods, when Ethan Hawke walked on screen, for the
Oh.
first 10
Oh, that's
seconds,
Ethan
I was
Hawke.
like,
I didn't even know.
for the first 10 seconds, I was like, Kevin Bacon looks good.
That's what I thought it was Kevin Bacon. I was like, that's not Kevin Bacon, but it's a knockoff Kevin Bacon. That's Ethan Hawke.
And then I
Yeah,
went,
I know
oh
that.
no, that's Ethan Hawke. I'm fucking up. I also had to look it up because I remember I watched how many seasons of Entourage and thought Turtle was Ethan Hawke until
Turtle. You mean?
the other guy who looks like Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, his
Kevin
brother,
Dillon?
Kevin
His brother,
Dillon.
yeah.
Kevin Dillon.
I
Yeah.
thought that was Ethan Hawke until I
Big-headed
watched
Ethan
an
Hawke.
episode with you, and you're like, "That's not Ethan Hawke."
That's
I was
not
like,
Ethan Hawke.
I have watched 5 seasons of this show. What are you talking about?
I think it was funnier when you thought Turtle was Ethan.
That's funny.
Have you guys seen the original Turtle?
The original Turtle.
Like the real Turtle?
Mitch McConnell.
oh, I have.
Like
I have.
Teenage
Like who
Mutant
he's
Ninja
based
Turtle?
off of. Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that guy is a freak. I can't believe that dude was ever friends with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, why would you call him Turtle if he didn't look like a freak?
All right, I'm gonna Google him.
Yeah. No, he's a Southie.
Does a lot of
He's a
this,
Southie.
you know? Yeah, he is a wrung out Southie.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
he is.
He was wrung out and left to dry.
This
That's
is
his
what I get when I look up real life turtle.
And that's,
pictures
and
of
that's why
turtles.
nobody knows what he looks like.
That is him. What do you think of Oscar Isaac's performance in this? Like, I love him as like a shaky kind of like nerdy loser character.
So I will say in that steak scene where he's at the restaurant and he just realized that he was blacked
Lost
out for
time.
2 days. I legitimately felt that. Like I really felt
That
like
was
his
all in the
sorrow.
performance, too,
It
yeah.
was a great performance. I genuinely felt that he was so sad, and now he's being driven mad by and he's just like, I'll take the good steak. I'll take the good, and he's so upset
Disassociated with it,
because
yeah.
we've all had nightmares where we overslept something. And it's just like all of a sudden it's like, oh, you had a test on Friday.
We all
and then
have
it's like,
overslept shit.
I know, like
It's the worst.
Yeah, like we have like that. We like overslept and we missed something,
Yeah.
and he was literally living the nightmare of no, it's Friday, it's Friday. I legitimately was sad.
I really really like how he's portraying this and how they put us in the fact where it's like he's like not accepted this, but he's familiar enough with it. Like we
Yeah.
don't see him being like,
Yeah.
what's happening? I'm losing time. We don't see the whole progression of that. You get a broken character episode 1,
Yep.
and I really like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
You know, this character in the comics, he's basically Marvel's Batman. You know, he's a billionaire. I'm like I said, I'm not totally familiar with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in a couple things I watched. When I was introduced to him was from Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and I was like, who is that guy? And you know, that's when I did my Googling and everything, and he's popped up here and there. But this interpretation of him is not that from the comics. But after watching this first episode, I was like, I'm so fucking glad they didn't go that way, because this is way more interesting. Because
And it's different. It's like,
Yeah.
we don't have any other characters like this.
yeah, and the cool thing is that, like, you know, for any comic book fan, a good adaptation or even like a cool new comic that like even has the classic staples, like even tells like the hero's journey, or is even just like a carbon copy of another superhero, like similar powers or stuff like Shazam and Superman.
Right.
If you hit all the major beats right, you're still going to win people over, and people are still going to be like, it's good, even though it's like Doctor Strange is Magic Iron Man.
Yeah.
And even though that they're essentially, you know, they're kind of the same character arc, it's good because it's presented in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
This is presented in a different way that's unique for Marvel, but it's also a very unique character in general to begin
Yeah.
with. And I'm glad they capitalized on that opportunity, especially so well in the first episode.
Yeah.
Can they keep it up though?
How many episodes are we looking at for this?
Probably gonna be 8.
Usually do 8.
6 to
Okay.
8, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. That
I-
magic number 8.
I thought it was good. I really liked it. Yeah, I really liked the
3
tension.
seasons, baby.
I really liked the tension throughout it. I really liked not knowing what's going on and them not telling you what's going on, as opposed to giving you like little hints, because it actually made me feel engaged, being like, I want to finish this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like by the end, I was just like, I want to see Moon Knight. Because we all
Yes.
know that like he's
6 in
blacking
total.
out.
6 in total.
Okay. Because we all know like he's blacking out and he's transforming into this other guy. But it's just like, I want to see it. Like I want to see it. And then to not show it until the very end, it was like, all right, well, now you hook
And
me
he's
for
beating
episode
the
2.
shit out of that thing.
Dog
The
creature.
The
dog.
rat.
The dog rat.
Yeah. So weird.
Rat dog.
Yeah.
Rat dog.
It looked like
Rat
Nico when he
dog.
was a baby. He still looks like a mouse, you know what I mean? Like some sort of rat or something, you know? Yeah, I liked it. I really loved when he would black out and for instance, on the Alps scene when he blacks out and he wakes up and now he's got a gun in his hand. The windshield's all blown out. The guy behind him is shot in the head.
Yep.
I like all the visceral brutality.
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
It doesn't. It feels like, since it's in the first episode, it feels like they're setting that tone. Whereas I feel like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we got a brutally bloody scene in episode 4, just like fucking out of nowhere, where you know they chop. you know,
Yeah.
and now they're going back and they're erasing
edited
all of
it.
that shit. So
Was that part of it? What they're erasing?
what?
They
Like-
went in, you know, when he has blood on his shield and he's standing over there. They
I'm not entirely sure about that, but they
No?
took out the kid who got shot up the body. They took all the
Oh.
blood out of that.
I thought they lessened
and
the blood on the shield. That's
they-
what I saw.
that was a
Oh,
like,
that was a
that was
thing?
a
Okay.
troll.
I got
But
trolled.
the I got trolled too, dude. I retweeted it. That's the reason why you
That's
saw
probably
it.
why I saw it. Yeah.
The other thing was they accidentally uploaded an unfinished version of episode 4 where Bucky throws a pipe at someone.
I saw that one.
Yeah, and when that went back up too, they cut away right before he gets pinned. So it's like, why are you going in and chopping all these things up now? So hopefully this doesn't happen to Moon Knight either. But right now, I mean, like it's
I logged into Disney.
I got that too.
I got it too.
And yeah, so
Oh, the
for
TVMA thing?
Now you have to sign in as an adult, which it's like I see they're taking steps now that they're uploading more adult content on there. But don't fuck with the content. Just have more security features
Exactly.
for your young users.
Just have the young users
if you're
not
gonna
be
dip
able to
your
watch
toe
it.
into
Yeah.
adult content, don't do it half-assed.
Exactly.
Just do it right.
Well, don't dip your toe. Dive in and just do it, and then just block kids from being able to see it. Because
Bring back real sex.
the people have spoken. They want more incest. That's
you
what
go.
this is.
What I think is really interesting is like this came out, like obviously it was in production and made like after Peacemaker.
I saw your face and only saw that. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What were you saying?
None of
Like,
your concern.
I think
That's
it's
what's
real- I
going
think
on.
Last time we could do this.
That's it. I think it's cool that like this came out and it wasn't obviously influenced by Peacemaker because, you know,
How could it?
Yeah,
be?
how could it be?
how could it
But
have
like
been,
the
yeah.
tonality is similar in a way, and it's kind of cool. I think that, or not in like the but kind of in the brass like brashness.
Unvarnished violence.
Yeah.
of it.
And it's just interesting that like we're moving kind of more into that in some of these different shows, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still think it's part of the like ripple effect of like Logan and Deadpool, where we're like, oh, people actually want to see this. Okay, let's do it.
Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you're dealing with superhuman strength. People are gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't like beat around the bush and show like, oh no, they're just knocked out. No, let's show people getting fucked up
And also
and
with, like-
massacred by superhuman
Yeah.
strength.
With everybody, I mean, like we've been, following all of Marvel for what, like 10 years now. What is like,
Almost 15.
Yeah,
at this
2007?
2018 was 10 years. So
yeah. So we've been like,
2013 will be 15 years of
they
Marvel.
understand the people that have been on that ride are
That's so weird that
30
the second
now. No.
that the third 5-year chunk went way faster than the first 5-year chunks
Yeah.
of Marvel.
Yeah.
Remember the halfway point of the first chunk? You were just like, man, I don't know if they're going to stick this landing. And then they pulled out the Avengers and we were like, oh shit, things are different now. And now I'm old.